This is the clinch, right? When we're this close, doesn't matter if gi, no gi, street, whatever. If I'm dealing in a fight situation in the clinch, I have to focus on a few things if I want to be able to completely control this position, all right? Number one is head position. How do we do that? My forehead wants to go into this pocket. I don't want to pressure up here, right? I want to, yeah, exactly, he's just going to move his head. If I can get underneath this jawline, I'm in a really good spot. Because now as I drive into him, I have control of his body, right? Think of it as this way. If we go forehead to forehead and we just push into each other like this, right? Nothing's going to happen. We're just going to be driving into each other. However, if I manage, and I'll be nice about this, if I manage to get my head here, now try and push back into me, right? Because I have better head position. His body is going to go where his head goes. So if he's here and he's trying to push into me, it's not going to happen. Why? Because his head's going this way. My head's in a good spot. My body's going the same way. I'm going to win the fight. So when we're grip fighting and you're working into these positions, you should be fighting to get your head into this pocket. Even if I just want to hold my ground, if I have this head position, I'm in control of his motions, his movements. Make sense? Head positioning is one. Number two, I want to control my posture. Now, when we think of posture, people think of like standing up, chest out, right? When it comes to grappling, hips have to be grounded, butt has to be back a little bit. I'm not bent over. Think of it as like being on a 45, right? Again, we're two big guys. If we're really driving into each other, if I manage to stand up like this, even if I have good head position, if he drives through me, I'm not going to be able to withstand this. However, if I'm now in a good base, good posture, right? And head position, he drives into me, nothing's happening. Sure, he might move me a little bit, but if I want to move him, I'm in control. Why? Because I'm combining my posture with my head position. Now, number three is controlling the inside. That means underhooks, right? Now, if I land in some form of an overhook, deal with it. I can't always pick and choose. But if I have the option, I want to fight for underhook control. Again, self-defense type situations. If he's got a weapon on him, this allows me better control of one, if he's trying to draw the weapon, I'm in a better position, okay? But it also gives me options. Vice versa, if this is sport base and I have double underhooks here, right? What takedowns can you do from here? Not many. Or as he starts trying to do a takedown, I'm in a better position that I can maybe step through, I can hip toss, I can step around. Like, I have this control that he has to break my positioning. Again, especially if I start elevating his elbows, right? He's gonna want to start working towards getting his double underhooks. So if I can control the inside position, again, ideally underhooks, in combination with head pressure and body posture, I'm in a good spot. Final piece of the puzzle is grip fighting. That's how we get all of this stuff, right? We start grip fighting out here naturally in sport. Self-defense fights, it might just be he throws a punch at me and I crash in and now we're here. But this isn't a good spot for me to be. How do I get to a good spot? I have to hand fight to get to my proper positioning. Sport, if we're starting out here, I have to hand fight and work my way in. 3 ways of hand fighting, right? Pummeling. If I'm looking for this inside position, I'm looking for underhooks. So I have to pummel. Maybe I make space, create space, I pummel that hand in. Cool, now I secure my position. So pummeling is 1. 2 is like a bicep wedge. Instead of me necessarily trying to push at his wrist, I'm going to push at his bicep because I can get a greater range, and for him to break this grip, he has to really bring that arm back, right? Now, another thing that this does is it feeds it to my backhand. So now I can work split seatbelt. Whereas if I just have the wrist, he can easily twist it out, right? And we're going to be fighting this more. So if I have an option, I'm going to stick to a bicep wedge. Last but not least, wrist breaks, right? If he's grabbing my wrist, again, I can go inside out, I can go outside in. If he's got a really strong grip and I have some form of other control, I can just break that hand through and we can continue going in, right? But the ability to grip fight and hand fight feeds into my ability to get underhooks. Once I apply head pressure and posture, I'm not dominating the clinch. 4 pieces of the puzzle.